At the end of this month, the terms of two members of the World Trade Organization, or WTO's appellate body, will end. And with this comes an interesting scenario, as there will only be one member left on the seven-person panel that hears and rules on trade disputes between countries. Now, since a dispute hearing requires three members to help settle the trade disputes, the future of the 23-year-old WTO appears in doubt. Now, members are voted on by the other WTO members, but the U.S. has been blocking all past nominees in an effort to force reform of the organization. Now, it comes as the U.S. has lost a dispute with Mexico regarding Mexican exports of dolphin-safe tuna, and as the settlement body considers a U.S. complaint against unfair Chinese farm quotas. Well, part of the House and Senate struggle on a Farm Bill compromise fell in the lap of a House Republican proposal to overhaul the SNAP program. That's the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or the modern-day version of food stamps. Now, the lower chamber wanted tighter work requirements for able-bodied adults without dependents. The measure led every Democratic member in the House to originally vote against the bill, but it was stripped out of the compromise legislation with the Senate, and then the Democrats did vote for it. But today, though work requirements are in place, 36 states and territories have waivers for those rules. Only 17 states operate with no waivers. Trump administration expected to announce tighter requirements for these state waivers sometime this week. It's aimed at stopping the abuse of the system by states. And finally, Americans are spending more on food this year than last, but still less than 35 years ago. That's according to the Economic Research Service at USDA. Now, the average household carved out 13% of their spending pie for food. That covers groceries and restaurant purchases. Now, the increase may reflect the general increase in the cost of food overall in 2018, which is about 1% higher, and you combine that with decreases on costs for insurance and savings. Now, of that average dollar that's spent on food, 57 cents is invested in grocery stores for meal preparation, while the remainder is used to purchase food for consumption outside the home. And with another Ag News update, I'm Tony St. James.